This is ANN, the Australian News Network, an independent source of news, information and current affairs. Our top story tonight, the controversial arrest of a YouTube producer by Australia's Counter-Terrorism Unit. On the 4th of June, 21-year-old Kristo Langker, a producer for YouTuber Jordan Shanks, was brutally arrested by plainclothed officers of the Fixated Persons Unit from the Counter-Terrorism and Special Tactics Command. The young man had earlier that day attempted to return a legal document to the Deputy Premier John Barilaro, nicknamed Braz, by YouTuber Jordan Shanks, also known as Friendly Jordies. The document in question was a legal summons in an upcoming court case between the YouTuber and the Deputy Premier. The legal summons had factual errors that John Barilaro and his team is legally required to correct before the case can proceed. Kristo was charged with 2 counts of stalk or intimidate, intending to cause fear of physical or mental harm. The dates referenced in the details of offences relate to 2 incidents that took place. The first, Kristo accompanied YouTuber Friendly Jordies when they tried to talk to John Barilaro in a public venue. The other date coincides with the aforementioned attempt by Kristo to return a legal document in order for corrections to be made. On the basis of these 2 incidents, officers of the Fixated Persons Unit stormed Kristo's house, nearly killed his pet dog, assaulted members of Kristo's family, including his mother, and brutally dragged the young man off to be charged. Kristo was later released on bail, with bail conditions that his own lawyer stated were the weirdest bail conditions the lawyer had ever seen. The lawsuit between Deputy Premier John Barilaro, also known as Braz, and the YouTuber Friendly Jordies has risen due to an ongoing series of exposés into alleged Liberal, national, state political corruptions that Friendly Jordies has been investigating and reporting on in a humorous, journalistic fashion. John Barilaro himself has become a major target of Friendly Jordies investigations due to the Deputy Premier's alleged role in land and building swindling deals and dangerously incompetent government decisions, allegedly. Kristo's arrest by a secretive terrorism unit raises serious concerns about the safety of journalists going about their duty in reporting news and current affairs for the Australian public. There are also questions of legality concerning the arrest itself, as it appears that there was no evidence and no warrant issued for this arrest. Both Kristo and Jordan Shanks are being represented by Mark Davis of the law firm Xenophon Davis. Mark Davis is a journalist and lawyer who has worked on Foreign Correspondent, Four Corners and Dateline. He has won a Logie and 5 Walkley Awards. He is a man of high standing in the Australian media and legal landscape. The Fixated Persons Unit was formed in April 2017 as part of the Counter-Terrorism and Special Tactics Command by Police Commissioner Mike Fuller. As New South Wales top cop, Mike Fuller has worked to transform the New South Wales police force with, as some people have said, an emphasis on the word force. This includes a hard crackdown on music festival goers and enforcing strip searches on anyone from festival goers to members of the public commuting home from work. Mike Fuller was appointed to an expert panel on music festival safety. He is heading up New South Wales Pandemic Response as the New South Wales Emergency Operations Controller. This continuing escalation of power and responsibilities given to Mike Fuller by the State Premier Gladys Berejiklian has led some to describe New South Wales as a police state under Police Commissioner Mike Fuller. The actions and policies of Mike Fuller lean heavily towards an Orwellian dystopia, instilling fear and paranoia upon the populace and seemingly moving towards thought police. Policing people before they have committed crimes is the goal they're driving towards, it seems. However, this amounts to nothing more than supposition. It is an attempt to arrest people before a crime has been committed. In their eyes, you are guilty until proven innocent. A hideous distortion of a citizen's right to innocence until proven guilty. Of great concern is the breadth and scope of this new secretive anti-terrorist unit that Mike Fuller has formed. The stated goal of the Fixated Persons Unit is to find fixated people who are prone to extremism. Fixated upon what, exactly? The parameters are ill-defined. After all, nearly every Victorian becomes a fixated person when it comes to the AFL, especially around the time of the grand final. Have they ever fallen into extremism? The arrest of Kristo Langker is a stark reminder that those bestowed with power in our society are the ones who need the greatest checks and balances. We require this as a society, so those in power do not become corrupted in their high offices. Unfortunately, we are faced with a situation in Australia today where corruption runs rampant throughout state and federal politics, and throughout the police forces that exist to enforce the law upon those who have actually committed crimes, not people who are suspected or presumed to have committed crimes. Unless the corruption in our system is cut out like the cancer that it is, then travesties of justice, such as the one dealt upon Kristo Langker, will continue, and the militancy of the police forces will only get worse. To get the full story of Friendly Jordies' exposés into New South Wales political corruption, subscribe to Friendly Jordies' YouTube channel, where all of his videos can be found. They have also established a legal fund that members of the public can donate towards. Links will be in the description below. This story is far from over, and we shall keep you updated as this story unfolds over the coming weeks and months. This is ANN. Good night.